Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fuzzy Love Knots episode 8.
Or 7. We need to check.
I think it's 8. I'm pretty sure it's 8.
You're the boss.
Yeah, so I am Nina.
And I am Guillermo.
Yeah. And you can find me on Instagram as NLaFontaine. And you can find me on Ravelry as Fuzzy Love Knots. And there is a Ravelry group for the podcast and general awesomeness. And that's Fuzzy Love Knots also. So, welcome new and returning viewers. It's going to be amazing. I'm Nina, like I already said. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm a little distracted today
By my
because
awesomeness.
I have my awesome co-host, my husband, with me here today. I am so sorry. I've been totally lagging on recording an episode. It's last week was my birthday. Last weekend was my birthday, and I totally was knitting like crazy on my birthday sweater, which if you are an astute and observant person, you'll notice I am wearing. Because it's done. Not in time for my birthday, but it's done. And so I was like, knitting like mad woman last week on that. And this week, I don't even know what happened this week. This week just disappeared and evaporated. So that's why no podcasts have happened. But I'm here now, and I didn't have too much to show you because I'm wearing the one thing to show you. But I still wanted to get an episode up, so I thought I'd enlist some special entertainment by way of my husband. Maybe we'll have a little Guillermo interview later. Put him on the spot. By the way, he is.
I didn't sign up for this.
He totally did sign up for that.
I did sign up.
He's wearing my little black hat that I knit, so you could totally see that on his ginormous head. He has a really huge head. You totally know you have a big head. It fits him more like a beanie, while on me it's kind of slouchy.
Yeah.
But it fits him really good.
Bad hair day today,
You
so
can see.
you get to be protected from it.
Yeah.
By this wonderful hat made by NLaFontaine on Instagram. Fuzzy Love Knots on Ravelry
Oh my goodness.
and YouTube and all sorts of things.
Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram or on Ravelry, you will notice that something occurred on Saturday night.
What happened, Nina? Tell us all about it.
The Olivia Shaw pattern is now available on Ravelry, everybody. Woohoo! So I want to thank all of my chest knitters. They were absolutely fabulous and helped me so much. I could not have done this without you. And I was so nervous last night. I was like filling out all the Ravelry stuff. I had it all done. To be honest, all the Ravelry information was already like done like 4 days ago. But I was like totally stalling putting the really pattern up.
She would be typing stuff up and look at me, and I would look at her, and she would like, and then just keep typing stuff.
So finally, the pattern's up. It's available. It's on Ravelry. The name of the shawl is Olivia. And if you do knit one, I would definitely love to see it. So if you're on social media, if you're on Instagram, I'm all over Instagram. So please tag me if you knit one. I really want to see it. I know all of your lovely shawls will be so beautiful. And we are using the hashtag the Olivia Shaw if you wanted to tag your photos as well. And there's also a thread in the group. So for all of you who have been asking about what yarn to choose, how much yardage you wanted, and when the pattern was going to be available, it is now available in there and open and ready for general knitness. Yeah. So there's that. And I think that's the only like announcement I have.
You got your wheel. Well, technically.
Thanks for Okay, I was gonna talk about that later, but that's okay.
I mean,
I have no show notes.
We just
There's
came back
no
from an
show
edit.
notes. There's no show notes. There's nothing. There's like, hey, Guille, the podcast is going to be really short this week because I only have to show my sweater and one of my birthday presents that my parents sent me. Do you want to like come on and like be comic relief and help me out? Sure, no problem. I can do that if you want me to. Now you're ruining my surprises.
Well, we could have edited all of that, but now we can't because you said all of that. I could have edited that out.
That's okay.
And we could have gone like, blah, 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 blah.
No, it's fine. It's
and
over.
Just came back in.
It's done. Okay. So, as a reward to myself and happy birthday to myself, last night after I posted the pattern, I bought my wheel. It's bought. It is being shipped to my parents' house in the States. So, what I decided to do was I ended up buying an Ash for Joy for a couple reasons. One, it was a wheel that I feel like I can grow with, and I don't feel like my skills will outgrow my wheel anytime soon. And it allows for more variety in the yarn. And it is a travel wheel. So, you know, I mean, we don't travel a whole ton, but we do have the options to travel because...
And when we do for like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks.
Yeah, so when we travel, we are gone a while. We're not just gone for a few days. We're gone for weeks or a month and a half or 2 months at a time. So, because Guille is a freelancer. So, we just pick up and go, pretty much. And when we do that, I don't necessarily know that I'm going to want to not have my wheel with me. And the Joy packs up nice and compact. The bobbins, the flyer, everything is all in there. It fits in a suitcase. So if I go to my parents in California for 3 weeks or a month or 6 weeks like we did last year, you know, I can take my wheel with me and spin the whole time. It's not a problem at all. So it's being shipped to my parents' house right now. And we're right now planning on going on vacation in the next little bit. So I will pick up my wheel when I go see my parents. Or if something falls through and we can't go, then they'll just send it to me here. It's not a big deal. Yeah. But I bought her. She's on the way to a destination that is, you know, owned by my family. So for all intents and purposes, she's mine. So I'm super stoked about that. I'm so excited.
And you know your parents, when you get it, they're going to send you pictures.
I know. When the box shows up, my dad's going to open the box. He's going to send me pictures. He's going to be like, is this what you ordered? Is this right? Do I need to send anything back? Because it's totally how he is. It's really funny.
You get proof of life.
I get proof of life. Exactly. It's so funny. So, yeah. So the wheel is bought. Oh, I'm so excited about that. And for my birthday, my parents, they sent me some money to put towards my wheel because I told them what I wanted to do. And they're so supportive with all of that. And all of this. They think the whole podcast thing is kind of funny. They don't understand it.
Yeah, totally. When you told them, like, there's more like close to 400 people following me. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
that's when they started to like.
I mean, my mom watches YouTube tutorials for stuff, so she gets YouTube and stuff like that. But she doesn't understand me like sitting and talking to people, I guess. But I did ask her today when I was FaceTiming with her for Mother's Day. I asked her if when I'm visiting and recording a podcast, if she would want to record with me.
Yeah.
And she said she'd think about it. She's a really shy person, kind of, but she's super goofy. So I don't know if she'll do it. I hope she will.
If only she drank. If she drank, you get one sip of wine in, and she'll be like, "Woo, sure, let's go."
Well, I hope she does because she quilts. she quilts and she sews. Like she used to sew a whole bunch of clothes for us when we were little. Me and my sister, we'd always have matching Halloween costumes. Or Halloween costumes that complemented each other. One year, like, I was a cat and she was a mouse. Or it was really funny. We'd always have complementing Halloween costumes. And, like, the really good Halloween costume patterns, too.
If your mom and dad have that sort of... They probably have pictures of all of that, right? Family pictures. Videos.
Yeah, maybe
why
even
haven't they digitized it? And
they have.
Have it? Oh, why don't we have it?
I don't have it, though.
Why don't we have it?
I don't know. Maybe
we need to have it.
When we go,
yeah,
I'll get
ask
them.
them.
So when I'm there, hopefully, my plan is to record at least a few extra episodes while I'm there, even if I don't upload them right away, because I just think that you guys would kind of get a kick out of, I don't know, just traveling with Nina and stuff like that. So,
Oh, Nina, we're then. Are we going to show pictures of the restaurants that we go to and
Well, I'll Instagram the trip.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, anyways. So, tangent. But my parents sent me in the mail for my birthday. I don't know if it'll fit in frame. There we go. A nitty naughty. No, there we go. Oh, like a QVC model. Like this. It's one of those dry fit nitty naughties that has the different length center.
Okay, here you go.
Center.
Axis, shaft, stake.
Shaft, center, whatever,
Stake.
centers. And so you can make like super mini skeins or sample skeins with them, or it's a full size one also. And I liked the idea of a dry fit one so that I can break it down and store it more easily in our apartment because space is limited. Yeah, here's another, just so you can kind of get an idea of this size. And then there's one that's smaller than that, I think.
Yeah, you can reach the other one.
Yeah. So.
Oh, it comes scored in the points, so.
Yeah, so.
So
for
it compresses.
tension. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ow.
that's that, and I'm so grateful because now I have a nitty naughty, and I'm like, yeah. So along with my wheel, I ordered an extra bobbin because it comes with 3. So I thought, well, 4 is good because that way I could
3-ply, have an extra
3-ply, and then I have one, to ply onto. And then, and I'm sure I'm going to, I'll end up getting more bobbins eventually, but for right now, that's all I need. And then, I ended up, I actually have, we have this thing has this size, but smaller of a cubby down below. And it's like the super awkward size of a cubby. And I can never figure out like what to put in that cubby. I think right now I just have some random.
I have shoes.
Like it fits a pair of shoes.
We have dust.
But the bobbins I think will fit down there really nicely. Anyway, so about that, and I got some fiber, stuff like that, so that way I can spin while I'm at my parents' house. So if you are from Southern California and you have any recommendations for some great just yarn shops, local yarn shops, maybe let me know, send me a message, put it in the comments, anything like that, because I haven't, I'm not familiar with the fiber scene in the LA area, because I didn't start it until I was already in Santa Barbara, and we have a few really nice yarn stores up there that I'm familiar with, but not in LA. So, if you have any recommendations for me, I'd love to hear them. It'd be really great. Yeah. So, moving on, because we have no schedule for this thing at all, is my birthday sweater. My lovely featherweight. I finished it. She's done. So, deep
really soft.
on this. I know, isn't it? I really love it. So, I haven't blocked it yet. I'm wearing it unblocked and unwashed because I've just been wanting to wear it. So the last few days I've just been wearing it. I wore it
Yes.
out the other day. It was really funny. So, you know, the collar is ribbed, right? I ended up doing the collar in a 2x2 rib, and I did it, you know, pretty wide. So, but that means that at the end, here at the end, this was like all bunched up like this. So I wanted to wear it out so badly that I spritzed it with water, and I was like pulling it down, and I took a blow dryer on it a little bit, and it blocked out like pretty okay, but I was like partially blocking it on the end just so I could wear it out without looking like a ninny.
It was really funny.
It was really funny. He was totally laughing at me. He's like, "You're an idiot. Just don't do that." But you know, this'll all fix and block out once it's actually washed. But I didn't want to do that, so I'm wearing it. But you know, when I picked up all the stitches for the collar, and I was just thinking about it, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna torture myself and and knit it a 2x2 rib the whole way around, and then knit it extra wide.
But you know what? It didn't take you that as long as you made it out to sound. It took like a day and a half.
Yeah, I think I knit
Straight.
15 rows one day, and then I knit 15 rows the next day. And after 15 rows, I was like, I put it on, and I was like, it's still not long enough.
Yeah.
So I knit another 5 rows. So I think it ended up being 30 rows. No, it's more than that. And then I tried it on again. I wanted it longer. So I think I ended up doing 35 rows of 2x2 rib for the collar. And I'm really happy. It's not quite like a shawl collar. Like, it does, I can fold it. Like, it'll fold and look good if I want to, you know, and it'll grow a little bit more once it's blocked. I can fold it and have like a collar, but it doesn't have the shaping in the back, the short row shaping to make it like a shawl collar. But I actually prefer it with it up like this, up on my neck. I really love it because my neck is always so cold. Every now and then
when we go out, you get a random cold breeze and it just hits you right where you're weak.
Yeah. I wore this out with a shawl the other day. Oh my gosh, I was so sweaty. We walked 10 blocks, and we got to the mall. We were going to run some errands, and I was so sweaty. I had to take it off.
She took it off to try some, because she was burning up. And then you tried some clothes on, and I was just holding it on my arm like this, like any husband would, like waiting for it. 10 minutes. Took it off, sweat, just here where it was on. Wool, man.
So the wool is doing its job. I knit the arms a little. I knit the arms a little bit shorter than the pattern, than it should go in the pattern, because I have little T-Rex arms, and I'm always rolling up my sweater sleeves anyways.
Yeah.
So I like shorter sleeves. They're not quite, 3/4 length. They're just a crop sleeve.
4/5.
And yeah, and this is 25 rows of 2x2 rib on the sleeve. I did decrease on the arm a little bit. I think I did. Where are the decreases at?
Where are my decreases at?
Marriage. Okay, here they are. I did decrease on the arm. I think I started the decreases at right about my elbow. I have pretty chubby arms, and I didn't really want them to show in the sweater. So I started my decreases at about the elbow, and I did, I think, 2 decreases every 6 rounds, and I think I ended up doing like 6 sets of decreases. And that is that for the sweater. I love it so much.
Did you remove the progress marker?
Yeah, because I wore it out the other day.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Can you imagine if I would have left the progress marker on the back out in public?
One on the other side, so it would be like a design feature instead of this crazy.
Yeah, a design feature. Okay. So I did work a little bit on my Olivia Shaw. I think I did.
Those DPN covers are awesome.
Yeah. So I have my little Chihuahua DPN cover. from little bobbins on my Olivia Shaw.
So cool.
I love it. I think we named the Chihuahua Stanford.
Ah, yeah, we did.
Because he's like so funny.
So proper.
He's just
Proper
like
little Chihuahua with a bow
But he's
tie.
sitting there with a bow tie on and he's like, hey, what's up?
I got your DPS.
I got your DPS. So
Oi.
funny. Yeah. Where's my progress keeper? No, these are all stitch markers.
No progress?
I don't have a progress keeper on here.
You have made no progress.
I've made no progress. No, but I have. I did knit on it, so.
Yeah.
So I'll put this like this. Oh look, I have help today. It's darker in here because it's in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's starting to get darker.
But you can still see. This is my Olivia Shaw for myself.
And
Until
your
we
mother
go on
steals it.
vacation and my mom steals it from me.
Yep.
But
We'll file a
that's
complaint.
that. And this is out of
Hashtag the Olivia Shaw.
this is out of a custom. Well, it's a yarn by my local yarn shop. It's their own private label yarn. But it's a high twist merino 3-ply. And it's super springy. Here, I'll do a springy demo.
Oh, wow.
So, I love this stuff. And it'll block out nice. I've knit with it before. I'm really happy with it so far. And I get an Olivia of my own. Hopefully, if my mom doesn't steal it from me.
When you finish it, you should say, "Oh, it sucks. You finished the knit up so bad. You don't want this."
I messed up on the lace. Yeah. She doesn't watch the podcast, so I can say all these things. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, I was going to ask you some things. I didn't really make up questions. I was just going to make up some random questions.
So that's
Yeah. I don't have anything. I just had, like, some random stuff to talk about. The pattern.
You talk about the fiber?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did last time. The shell went out. The
Yeah.
shawl went out. Okay.
So, Guille,
Yes.
what is it like being married to a knitter?
There's a lot of fiber flying around.
Yeah?
Yeah. A lot of fiber. Like over there was a piece. Over there.
Oh, yeah.
was a
Fiber stuck to my...
piece. On a Velcro thing.
I don't know if you'll be able to see this.
I don't know if you want to see this.
I don't know if you want to see this. I have a piece of fiber fluff stuck to the Velcro cord on my computer.
Married to a knitter. Fiber flying around. Balls of yarn rolling off the bed. All sorts of needles poking things. Not anymore with the DPN covers. Yeah.
I just have a set here.
Oh, I need a 3.5. Didn't you get a 3.5 before? Yeah, but they're in the socks. When you finish the socks, I don't want to finish the socks. Oh, okay, so you get another pair of 3.5s. Okay. What about 3.25? Yeah, but it's smaller. I don't have that one. Okay, get another one of those.
They don't have a set. Okay.
It's an example, woman.
Yeah.
That's this. That's what it's like.
What is your dream sweater that your wife is going to knit for you like?
It puts itself on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Easy to wash, fast to dry. Doesn't encroach on my neck because I think in my past life I was choked to death.
Okay.
So turtlenecks start to feel like I'm being choked. Loose on the wrists. And made by my wife. And warm.
And what color?
What yarn? The yarn that you were showing me yesterday? Because yesterday you showed me like 20 different ones between fiber and yarn, and I was just like overwhelmed. And you were just getting started.
Yeah.
When you saw my eyes glazing over, just like, okay, I want to stop distracting you now. Okay.
Yeah. So when I finished this, or I was on the caller for this, and he looks at me and he goes, "Would you maybe think of knitting me a sweater?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course, I'll knit you a sweater." And then I'm thinking, I'll hand wash my sweater and I will lay it flat to dry. And I will flip it halfway through and make sure make sure that it's, the seams are where they're supposed to be and all that. And I'm thinking there's no way on earth that this guy would ever do that. So even though I don't knit with superwash and it's not something that I
endorse, support, believe in.
Yeah, I don't like superwash. I feel like you knit with wool because you like wool and the properties of it and like what it does for you and stuff like that. And superwash isn't wool really. Superwash has been altered to fit into your life and stuff like that. But
I'm gonna wear the sweater every day in winter, every day, morning to night for week, 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
because once I like something, I'm just not gonna take it off.
His sweater is not my sweaters, and it needs a different type of care and
Kevlar weave.
and stuff. So his sweater needs to be superwash, and I'm gonna knit it in something a little bit more bulky. Yeah. So probably a worsted weight sweater. So if any of you guys have any suggestions for a great men's sweater that zips up the front, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Zips up the front.
Because right now I'm hot, but I'm not so hot, so I'm just gonna do this in front, and that just helps me cool down.
Yeah, zips up the front, cardigan style.
Something that is fully on or fully off doesn't work for me.
Maybe with a little collar, but definitely not like anything crazy. And like in a worsted, I'd like to hear any suggestions. There's a few like Brooklyn tweed patterns I'm looking at that I really like, that I'm thinking about maybe modifying or adapting, putting like some stitch patterns.
There was the first one that you showed me that I liked.
Yeah, Jared Flood.
But that one is so full of everything that it has a thing in the center around the.
Yeah, Jared Flood did
zipper, something in the back, and then something here, and something here, and something here.
Jared Flood did a heavy modification of a pattern, and it was a pullover. And what he did was he split it down the middle and put a zipper in, and he did some other shaping at the neck and shaping down at the waist and stuff. And it looks really good, and I really love the kind of there's a really pretty kind of chevron style.
I like that
stitch pattern in the front, and it goes down the center spine. And I thought that would just be that on its own, and the front by the zipper on the spine, and then maybe
I'll be fine with that.
On the sleeve just below the elbow. I think would be like really
go faster
great.
Stripes.
Yeah, some go faster stripes like on a car. Yeah. So I think that would be really great. Maybe take a Brooklyn tweed pattern and maybe insert that chart in or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of throwing some ideas around. Also, if you have any great yarn suggestions for that, let me know, because I'm a lace knitter and I knit socks, so I'm not really.
That'd be funny if you.
I don't really have
like
that much experience with, worsted spun,
30
worsted weight.
socks, and then you sew them together like a blanket, and you made a sweater of socks.
Like a cozy memories.
Yeah, but with socks.
Sweater.
Socks with the curve.
Oh, with the heel in?
Yes. Full on socks
weird.
sewn together.
That's totally like a Harry Potter or something. Like that'd be in Harry Potter.
Yeah, like Hermione just made a bunch of socks, got the spell wrong.
Oh my gosh, yes. Hermione's ridiculous sock jacket. Yeah. That needs to be a pattern. Someone needs to do that.
Yeah.
Get on that. Don't get on that because that'd be hideous. Okay.
It would be horrible.
Yeah, so. Yeah. What do you think of my spinning wheel?
If we can find the space for it, that's going to be
There's
awesome.
space for it. I just need to clear out some space.
Yeah. I think it's going to be great.
There's the perfect it has junk in it right now, which is why the camera is strategically placed over here and not over there. But there's a perfect space for it in between the end of this kind of shelf thing and the bookshelf that's on the wall.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be great.
Once that space gets cleared and the wheel is back there, I'll move this so that when I'm talking to you, you'll actually see my wheel behind me.
I think your cats are going to cramp for the first week. It's going to be hilarious.
Maybe.
It's going to be great. You're going to get up, you're going to walk, and you're going to trip because your legs
I'll have
up.
jelly legs?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to spin so much, I'll be falling asleep at the wheel.
I am pretty sure that even though you should spin for like 15, 20 minutes and then stop, you're not going to stop. You're just going to keep going because you're going to have so much fun. And then your legs are going to cramp.
I think I'm going to run out of fiber.
Oh, yeah.
I think that...
Either fiber or bobbins.
I think I'm going to be pretty good about, like, spinning and completing a project. Because I don't have enough bobbins to just have multiple spinning projects.
Yeah.
I mean, I could spin it off the bobbin onto like a toilet paper tube or something,
and if you're going
make
to
my own lazy cake for it.
If you're going to apply something and you apply the twist to the single, how long can you keep the single with the twist and without the twist going anywhere?
Well, most people let their singles sit for a little while before they apply them, anyways.
Yeah, for a little while.
I mean, like a week or a couple weeks before you apply them.
So it's not like it's going to go crazy and start unspinning it.
No, but you don't want to let it sit for,
As a shelf life?
It doesn't, expire, but I wouldn't let it sit for, years wound tight like that. That's not good for the
That's
yarn.
what I meant.
No, but I would, I don't know. I know some people, though, that have been spinning for a project for years.
What?
Yeah, they have their special sweater project that they're spinning for, and they love this fiber, and they have this project in mind, and they've been spinning this fiber for a long time. Or people who have fleeces. That's some fleeces are 8-pound fleeces, and they have to wash the fleece and process the fleece, and then they spin a little bit at a time, and maybe they don't spin on a fleece for a while, and the bobbin might sit. I don't know. If you're a spinner, how long can you let your single sit on the bobbin before you ply it? Does it get funky? Does it not?
Do you ever lose a bobbin and just find it 2 years later?
I don't think that's not.
Change its name, move to another town.
But I know letting your bobbins rest is a thing, so that there isn't too much built up twist. Yeah, it helps to because you have to overspin your singles a little bit, because when you ply them you lose that tension. Mm-hmm. So if you let them sit for a little bit before you ply them, a lot of people think that it helps you ply them easier, so that you don't get so much it doesn't spin back on itself as you're plying it and stuff like that.
I would imagine that if you have a length like this and you overspin here more than here, and you just tie it around, wrap it around the bobbin, if you leave it there for a while, it should travel up and down and kind of
it helps redistribute the extra ness.
Yeah.
Other than that, you think that the wheel is
gonna be
a cool
great.
thing?
Yes, it's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be
cool.
even more pieces of
fluff flying around.
You know what? We should get that fly paper and put it.
I don't think so. Fly paper?
Yeah, and put it in the fan.
On the back of the fan?
Yeah.
So it'll suck in fiber stuff?
Yep. Or tape.
Maybe. We do get a lot of fiber hanging around.
Yep.
And it's just generally really dusty here anyways.
And now we put the comforter, and
the
next day they were
we put the comforter on the bed. So
around.
it got colder here, and so we took the comforter to the cleaners to be cleaned, so it'd be ready to be used. And so we put it on the bed, and the last couple days there's been little feathers floating around, because we hadn't put it in our cover yet, because the cover hadn't been washed yet. So it was washed, but we hadn't re-washed it. to get it to whatever.
Yeah.
So it's sandwiched in between the sheets and in between two blankets. Well, it's sandwiched in between two blankets and then like a light quilt. So it's covered, so it'll stay clean, you know. But it's like it's not in its cover.
As soon as a piece gets uncovered, it goes.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. But it's cooling off. It's cooling off, and it's like it's been in the 60s all week.
Yeah, it went in the course of a week. It went from shorts and t-shirt to pants.
Yeah, and like
hoodie.
I've been wearing jeans and sweaters and stuff.
Yeah, it sucks.
I'm still wearing my sandals because I refuse to wear shoes. I refuse to wear shoes, so I'm still wearing sandals. But, and you know, okay, so people have been asking a lot about life in Chile and stuff like that. So, I'll just talk about seasonal changes really quick because it's not that long.
Plenty of time.
It's not like my normal hour rambling sessions. Okay,
We'll get
so
there.
seasonal changes. So it's officially like fall here,
Yeah.
and
The leaves are red. We
yeah,
went by a
so-
vine today. It was fully green and with one shoot, turning red.
yeah, like a stem.
Yes, turning red. It's funny.
Yeah, it's like all the leaves are changing. The leaves are falling off the trees. A lot of people have grapevines planted everywhere, and yeah, the grapevines are starting to turn red and kind of die off. And the weather's turning more crisp. Definitely, like I woke up the other morning and I just went, smells like fall, and stuff like that. And but apartments here, it's not common at all to have heating or air conditioning in your apartment. So, and most of them are made out of concrete. So the walls, the floor, even though you have carpeting or you might have like a hardwood floor, but it's still concrete underneath that. So the floors are even cold.
If you get an apartment that it's done properly, under the carpet and under the flooring, there is insulation, so you get some sort of protection from the full-on concrete or cement. But
my point though is that it's not common to have like, you almost never see like a thermostat on the wall for your climate control in your apartment or your house, like in the States or in other places. So, so as soon as the temperature started to drop, we're like, oh, comforter goes on the bed. Boom.
you find thermostats, states, heating elements in older apartments or newer, fancier apartments.
Yeah, I mean some apartments will have radiators and stuff, but it's not.
There was some sort of phase in the construction where they said, we don't need that. We're men.
Yeah, there. When we were looking for a new apartment, we saw 20 apartments, probably only 5 of those had radiators, and none of them had air conditioners.
Yeah, no, that's no.
Anyways, so we have our comforter on the bed, our down comforter on the bed, and we have our caliente cama on the bed, and that is like the best thing ever. So, it's a bed warmer. It's an electric bed warmer. And for those of you that have or have used an electric blanket, it's like the same thing, only it's under your sheets. So it's like a mattress cover that's an electric blanket. It is so great. And it's so great that when my mom came to visit one time, she came during our winter, and because she was on summer break, because she's a teacher. And she came and she was in the guest room and she was freezing. And, you know, before you go to bed, before you're about to get in bed, you pop on that bed warmer so you get in bed and your whole bed is so hot and warm. So you get in bed in your jammies and it's like hot. And my mom loved it so much that when she got back home from the trip, she convinced my dad to buy a bed warmer for the bed.
And in winter, you just take your pajamas, put it in the bed, turn it on for like 30 minutes, and then just take them off, and they're toasty warm out
They're
of the
all warm
oven.
for you. Yeah.
It's really good. When we go out in winter, we go to the market. We're gonna be out for 2 hours. Leave the bed on, come back, put everything away, get in bed, and the bed is just toasty warm.
But you even
really cool.
find, like, I found that even just by having the bed warmer on, it raises the temperature of the room because, you know, you have a queen size bed, and if your room is a 10 by, I don't know, 15 room or whatever, it's not that the bed is a big portion of the room, and that surface is heated.
Yeah.
So it really helps a lot. And
especially when we put it in the Nina mode.
Yeah, so our bed warmer has two settings.
One and Nina,
which is like normal, and 2, which is like blazing hot. So I call number 2 like asado, which is like
roast.
Which is like roast. Because if you sit on number 2 for too long, then your bum roasts.
It's that the skin hurts. When I put it on 2 and I leave my legs still, they warm up, and then I move them into the parts that are hotter still than when my legs are. It hurts.
But sometimes your feet are just so cold that they like, you know, they absorb. They're like a heat sink. They just like absorb all the heat, and you have to move them to a new part of the bed, and then they just absorb all the heat, and then you move them to another part, and then they just like keep. You're gonna keep doing that, aren't you? And then they just like keep, you know, But that's a little bit of fall, and it's starting to get dark so much earlier.
Ugh.
Like, what time is it? It's 6.
I wake up at 8, 7:30, and it's dark.
It's 6, and we probably only have another 15 minutes of light.
Proper light, yeah.
Okay, I think we should go because it's starting to get dark and kind of grainy. Video's getting grainy.
Is that it?
That's it. We've just been yammering for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, wait, top 3 off the top of my head.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'll do a top 3 and you can do your top 3. But same topic.
TV shows.
I was
Netflix.
just going to name a topic. Okay, wait. Favorite things about Netflix.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I don't know, just a random thing. I was going to say your favorite things about fall, but then you said something about Netflix. So I'll find Netflix.
That's what you get for getting a co-host and not having a script.
I know.
Women,
We're off script. We're off
women,
script.
Get a script.
Yeah, okay. So, top 3 things about Netflix. You go first because I don't.
3 and 3 or 1, 2, 3?
No,
or
3
are we
and 3.
sharing it? Are we sharing like
3
a
and
good
3.
married couple? Okay.
3 and 3. But
3.
you start with number 3.
Okay.
This is
crap.
hilarious.
That changes everything. It changes everything. So.
Okay, you want me to go?
Yeah. My number 3 is hidden gems that you wouldn't find because you wouldn't be looking for them. You just find them. Next it says, "Oh, you made like this." No, I won't. Yeah, you will. Yes, you will. Like Hawaii Five-0.
Oh yeah, Hawaii Five-0. So yesterday, little story. This is gonna end up being an hour. I love it. Okay, so little story. Last night, Gia was like, "Let's celebrate pattern release. You bought a wheel. Woohoo!" So we opened some champagne. Only I had a glass of champagne, but that's okay. Whatever, doesn't matter. So
you're the designer. You get the champagne.
I'm sitting there sipping my champagne because I'm a dork. And he's like, "Hey, do you want to try like a really awful movie?" And I'm like, "Okay, but wait, let's do this instead. Let's try a really awful TV show, maybe like something that could be an awful TV show. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe it's a bad idea. It could be an awful show. It could be a good show. Hawaii Five-0. Who knows?" And it was like, okay.
It was pretty good. We watched.
We watched 2 episodes.
2, yeah. I like it. I like it. I'm very confident that it will continue to be as good or bad as it was.
Yeah. Okay, number 2.
Number 2, the ability to binge watch whatever it is that you want to watch within 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think we're doing this at the same time because I think we have the same. Yeah, okay.
Like we started watching Blacklist, and the Blacklist.
Yeah, I think
article.
I think it's just Blacklist.
Okay, Blacklist.
Maybe
The or not Blacklist. And we just started watching, and you like it. Yeah, I like it too. Okay, let's watch another one, and another one, and another one, and we watched half of one season
or
in
like
a day.
Suits. Oh my gosh.
My god.
Suits is so good. If you haven't watched Suits and you have Netflix,
That is my
you
number
need
one.
to like stop watching this right now. Hit pause.
My number
right
one
now.
is Suits.
Go over to Netflix and just watch Suits, and then
It's so
thank
good.
me later for Donna. Just say
Donna.
thanks, Nina. Donna's my new best friend. Okay,
Yes.
that's all. Suits is awesome. It's just like such a good show.
Number one.
Maybe
Netflix.
we should be ranting about TV shows now.
Number one Netflix thing that I like about Netflix, Suits.
Oh, really? Did I
Yes.
just hijack your number one?
Yeah, you're hijacking my number one, but that's okay because I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Suits is so good. Well, you already ranted about it.
Sorry.
So what she said.
I think Donna's the best thing about
It's
Suits.
so funny. It's so funny.
I think my number one.
The first day we stayed until like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think we started watching it at like 6.
I just
We
didn't
watched
stop.
it for like 8 hours or something. Not 8 hours. Maybe.
I don't
Maybe. I
know,
think we
yeah.
stopped at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
We were like, we can't stop.
I had to work. The only reason that we stopped is because I had to work the next day. And
Yeah,
that's the
idiot,
only
Carly.
reason. If we had started on a weekend and I had nothing the next day, we're gonna just get going. So good. Okay, your top 3.
My top 3. Number 1, horribly bad movies or shows. So, I mean, that's number 3. So, yeah, you can just like, you can say, I want to try this. And then just be like, no, this is horrible. Next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like young Sherlock yesterday.
So number 2 would be watching your favorites over and over and over again. So, what was it? Oh, we had like a half hour to kill, right? So we were like, I don't know what we want to do. I don't know. We'll just watch an episode of Friends.
Yeah.
And we just like put an episode of Friends on, and it was fine. It was like perfect.
That's funny.
And then my favorite thing about Netflix, I mean, not Suits related, is the Netflix original content.
Oh yeah.
So Netflix has really, just in the last year, just stepped up the game a lot
Production wise.
with their original content. Anything from the TV shows like Daredevil, or I don't know, just
I don't think I
they
haven't
have
seen
lots of TV shows that are original
I
content.
mean, House of Cards. They have another TV show which is escaping me right now. They have the new comedy Frankie and Something with Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin.
Oh yeah, that looks really funny.
I think it actually did fully come out.
Oh, did it launch?
Couple-
Okay,
yeah.
we can watch that tonight.
Yeah.
So, and then, but then they also have lots of like documentaries and stuff. Chef's Table is amazing. If you admire or enjoy or can appreciate. Yeah, I was trying to think of something, but appreciate works really well. Appreciate food and the ingredients and the process that goes into making just good food in any way. Chef's Table, I think, is just really good.
Even if you don't care about food, you just want like a good story.
The
first
cinematography is beautiful too. I mean, like it just in terms of like watching it as a movie is great.
The stories, the
But the
personal stories are
content.
good. The first episode was really, really touching and funny.
Yeah,
Second one, third one, we're in the fourth one.
Yeah.
To watch.
we have one more to watch and then it's done.
No, it keeps going.
Oh, does it?
Not like a crazy amount. I think it's 6.
Oh, well, I hope they keep doing it because I really like it.
Yeah, Marco Polo.
Marco Polo, yeah.
That's like discount Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it totally is. Just like Game of Thrones. But it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about Netflix now
Okay.
because it just seems like we have
One
no
more
life.
comment, and they'll give us a 10% discount.
No, they don't. This is not in any way. This is so last minute. I have like no makeup on. My hair is all like a fluff ball falling out of my braid mess. It's really hilarious. And it's getting dark.
Yeah.
It's almost dark. We gotta go. Okay. So, thanks for hanging out for my hour-long ridiculous rantness with me and
Me.
my ridiculously cute husband.
Because
And yeah, let me know what you thought about this episode because it was really kind of spontaneous and no plan whatsoever. And let me know what you thought about him being on because if you like this
Mashup, team up.
yeah, kind of ridiculousness, maybe he'll be on again in a future episode. Or if you have questions for him,
Yeah.
like maybe I'll have him on for like a question. We'll do like a shorter video that's like question and answer about Chile episode. I think we should just do that too some more time. And then
We'll have to renegotiate my contract.
That should be good.
Because I'm working for free right now, and I would like something in return for my screen appearance. Kisses? I guess some kisses?
Yeah. So, thank you guys for hanging out with us, and thank you for putting up with our ridiculousness today. And we'll see you next time. So, little sign off. So, I am Nina.
So, she is Nina Lafontaine. You can find her on Instagram as Lafontaine, on Ravelry as Fuzzy Love Notes, and she also has a Ravelry group called Fuzzy Love Notes also.
Yeah. He knows that because he does the editing for the podcast usually. He puts the little down here.
And the producer.
So he'll put her here. The little... There. Okay, that's it. Have a good day. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
Happy knitting.
Happy knitting.